Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we'll be making a basic skirt pattern, so stay tuned as we'll be drafting together. So this line right here is going to be the waistline, while the next one is our hip depth, then the skirt length and the hem side. So I just went ahead to straighten out the pattern paper, and I'm going to indicate the lines or highlight the lines, so to say. That was the hip depth, well, the skirt length. So I'll be needing at least 2 points so as to have a straight line. Yeah. So I just went ahead and drafted it out like so. So next up, I went out to indicate these lines. I did not actually write out or mark out the waistline, but I'm using the top side as the waistline, then the length. So I went ahead to divide the measurements, and this is the measurement I'll be using: hip 39, waist 33. So next thing I'm going to be doing is mark out the waist measurement. I divided the waist measurement 33 into 4, which gave me 8.25. That's what I'll be marking at the top side, which happens to be the waist side. Then for the hip side, I'll be dividing the hip measurement by 4, which gave me 9.75. So that's what I just marked out. Then for the hem side, that's the downside of the skirt, I'll not add anything. I'll just take down the hip measurement. That's the 9.75. That's exactly what I took down there. So I'll add 1 inch for that at the waist side. Then I'll add extra 2 inches for seam allowance. Then for the hip side, I'll add same 2 inches for the seam allowance. Then for the hemline side, I'll not be adding anything. Now I'll go ahead and mark it out. So you can see our skirt is formed. So to avoid any pointy edge around that hip area, I just went ahead to shave it or curve it a bit. So then for the hem side, I'm going to straighten it out later. So I'm going to mark out the dart from the center point to 4 inches. That's what I normally use. Then from that 4 inches downwards with another 4 inches. I'm going to make sure that this thing is correct, so I cross-checked. Now I'm going to mark out the straight line. Then for the sides of the dart, I'm just going to, remember I added extra 1 inch for that, so that same 1 inch I'm taking it out. So at that 4 inch, I'm just going to mark half inch at the sides. Then I'll connect it down to the middle of that 4 inches. So now you can see our skirt is getting ready for drafting. We're almost done. So the next thing I'm going to be to arrange the hemline. After arranging the hemline like so, I'm going to cut out. So I'll be doing exact same thing I did for the front pattern to the back. The only difference will be the zip and the darts. So I went out to indicate my hip depth, which happens to be 9.5, then the skirt length, which happens to be 25. Then I connected this, then curved it to avoid any pointy edge. Then for the darts, I did use 4 inches. Then for the dart depth, I used 6 inches. Remember, for the front, I used 4 inches, while for the back, I'm using 6 inches. So I'm going to do the same thing I did for the front, because the only difference is the depth. So the 1 inch I used for I added for the waistline, I'm going to remove it, extract it, and put it to the waist, to the dart line, like so. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to arrange this hemline. Then I'm going to cut it out. Like so, and our back pattern is ready. So as you can see, the only difference happens to be the dart depth and the zipper allowance I added. Then this is the front pattern and the back pattern together. I'm going ahead to cut it out on the fabric now. So this is the fabric I will be using for this tutorial. I'm going ahead to cut it out. I'll be cutting it on fold. For the front pattern, I'll be cutting the front pattern on fold so that it will not have any opening at the center front. So like so, I'll just fold it and cut it. So for the pattern paper to relax well on the fabric, I'm going ahead to pin it. The sole purpose for pinning is so that whenever I'm cutting, it won't be shaking or shifting on the fabric. So I'll be cutting it out now. Then the next one will be the back pattern. The back pattern normally has opening at the center back so as to accommodate the zip and the back slits. So after pinning, I went ahead to cut it out. Then I'm going to cut out that back opening now. Like so. So this is the back pattern. I've opened the back side. So this is all for this tutorial. I hope to see you on my next video, as I'll be showing us how to sew this piece. So please like my channel and subscribe. Also turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.